I want to take a break from my husband. After 6 years together, am I giving up too easily? I'm 23, married to my 24-year-old husband. We've been together for 6 years, married for 5. We met young, built a life together. But lately, I feel like I'm drowning in this marriage, and I don't know if I'm being unreasonable or finally waking up. We both work full time, 8 to 6, Monday through Friday, and even Saturday mornings. On top of that, I go to university every night until 10:30. It's exhausting. We live with his mom, just the three of us, in her house. And that's where the problem really starts. Because in her house, everything has to be done her way. She criticizes how I clean, so I stopped cleaning altogether. She insists she'll just do it herself. But here's the thing, my husband and I pay for everything: the bills, groceries, internet, all of it. She doesn't work, but she collects rent from a property she owns. And whenever my husband asks her to help with expenses, she says she doesn't have money. So basically, I'm cooking, doing laundry, working, studying, and paying for a woman who insults me. I've struggled with anxiety and depression for years, and I'm in therapy trying to manage it. But lately, I don't even want to go home. On weekends, I stay with my mom or my sister, anywhere but there, because that house doesn't feel like a home anymore. It feels like a cage. Then there's my husband. I love him, or at least I used to, but I feel invisible to him now. He does things that hurt me deeply, and I don't think he even realizes it. A while back, he told me he'd been having sexual conversations with a female friend online. He told her he wanted a threesome, with me and her, and only confessed after deleting the messages. He said he was just testing the waters. But the betrayal wasn't about the threesome itself. It was about him talking about me, about us, behind my back. And just when I thought things couldn't feel worse, last week, my dad got seriously ill. He had sky-high blood pressure, was vomiting, sweating, possible heart attack or stroke. I was at work when I got the call. I panicked. I was sobbing, shaking, and I texted my husband, hoping for comfort. His response? He sent me 2 funny stickers. No, are you okay? No, how's your dad? Just stickers. When I told him how hurt I was, he said, I didn't do anything wrong. He didn't call, didn't apologize, didn't check in once. And since that day, he hasn't even tried to talk to me. So now, I'm sitting here wondering, why am I always the one holding this together? Why am I always the one fighting for something he clearly doesn't care about anymore? I keep thinking about taking a break, to breathe, to think, to figure out if this is really the life I want. But part of me feels guilty, like maybe I'm running away, maybe I'm giving up too soon. But another part of me, the part that's exhausted, heartbroken, and done pretending everything's fine, knows I've already been carrying this marriage alone for far too long. So, Reddit, am I wrong for wanting a break? Am I giving up? Or finally choosing myself? Update. Hi again, Reddit. I'm back with an update, and I want to start by answering some of your most common questions. First, no, I can't move in with my parents. My mom is emotionally unstable, and she lives in a one-bedroom house with my stepdad. My dad's home is already full. 2 young kids, small space. There's just no room for me. Second, I can't stay in college dorms. Where I live, my university doesn't have housing, so that's not an option either. Third, a lot of people asked why I got married so young. Honestly, my life was always chaotic. At 18, I just wanted stability, and marriage felt like the safest place to find it. But now I see, I carried too much emotional baggage into it, and maybe I mistook safety for love. Fourth, I'm bisexual, but I'm monogamous. My husband knows that. Still, he used my sexuality to justify his fantasies, like that threesome conversation he had behind my back. That still hurts. Fifth, he's admitted to having issues with porn. He says he's trying to change, but honestly, his actions haven't shown much progress. And finally, my dad. He's doing better now, on medication, stable, recovering. But if he'd reached the hospital any later, it might have been too late. That scare changed everything for me. Now, the real update. Last night, I sat down and talked to my husband. I skipped class because this couldn't wait anymore. We talked for hours. I told him everything. How empty I feel, how much his behavior has hurt me, and that I can't keep living under his mother's roof. He listened. We both cried. And for the first time in a long time, I think he actually heard me. He realized that if he doesn't change, I will, with or without him. We agreed to start looking for a place of our own immediately. Rent here is expensive, so we gave ourselves a 2 to 3 month deadline. But I'm not waiting around to feel better. Until then, I'm staying at my sister's. It's small, and I'll be sleeping on the floor. But that's still better than feeling like I can't breathe. Yes, I asked for a break. A real one. Not to punish him, but to protect myself. He was shocked, desperate even. But this time, I wasn't bluffing. I was leaving, even if only for a while. Right now, I don't know how this story ends, but I know one thing for sure. It can't go on the way it was. I have therapy tomorrow, and I plan to open up about everything. Because self-care isn't just skincare routines or bubble baths, it's learning to protect your peace. I'm young, yes, but I've already carried too much pain, and I refuse to keep holding what isn't mine anymore. So that's where I'm at, taking things one day at a time and learning to choose myself. Thank you to everyone who sent advice, encouragement, and kindness. Your words meant more than you know. And to anyone listening who feels trapped, unseen, or unheard, I hope you find your peace too. You deserve it.